Hi guys. I have an important thing to say here, and that is that gang stalkers. I'm really getting sick of using this word, but we have to use it for explaining and identification purposes. But gang stalkers or perpetrators, they are in fact narcissists. I'd say most, if not all of them, are narcissistic. And I think it's a good idea to look up and remind yourself what a narcissist is. They have many tactics. There are covert narcissists and there are overt narcissists, and there are probably more specific type of narcissists that I'm not going to get into, but the main two are overt and covert. A lot of the time we get covert narcissism because this whole organized harassment is set up to attack you in a way where nobody else will notice what's going on around you, and it will be hard to prove. And sometimes there are covert tactics done. Overt. I'm not sure if I said that. There are overt things that are done as well. But most of the time, it's done under the radar, so to say, or backhanded or underhanded. And I just wanted to, mention that narcissism plays a very huge role in this gang stalking. And if we could just learn a little bit more about what narcissists do and how they think, how they operate, then it will help us, especially with the covert narcissists. It'll help us decode what's really going on when it comes to like interpersonal relationships and stuff, and wondering if you can trust people or not. This is probably one of the first things that you should do, because I remember when I started learning about all this, one of the first things I did was, I was doing many things, but one of the first things I started researching was about narcissism, because I've encountered so many people like that in my life, and I always wondered why I was so or they were so like attracted to me or drawn to me. And it's because narcissists, they really want to just destroy all that is good, because it's a really sick way of thinking, but their ego is so inflated. It's like they can't see past it, and they want to basically destroy all those that are doing good for themselves and that have worked hard for themselves, because they can't stand seeing, you being a good person, you working on yourself, trying to better yourself, and recognizing your strengths and healing those things in your past. Just doing good really in general, it pisses off the narcissist, and what they see you reflect back to them how evil they really are. So that's why they hate people that are genuinely real and honest and caring people, especially if you have many skills or talents, and you're very likable by others. They want to also destroy all of that, because they want to be the center of attention. And they, like I said, they just want to destroy you, because they know that in comparison to you, they are straight out evil and vile creatures. And they're forced to look at themselves when someone like you comes along. It's like you're a mirror to show them how disgusting and sad it really is for them. So they try to surround themselves with other fake people who are also narcissistic, maybe a little less narcissistic, but it doesn't really matter. They still they surround themselves with anybody actually who will listen, anyone who will fall for their tricks. Usually two full-blown narcissists will not get along with each other because they'll know each other's game, so to say, and they know that they're both trying to trick and deceive the crowd, so to say, and you know, they also want the center of attention, so it's like they won't have another narcissist, a full-blown narcissist around. Maybe other people that have those narcissistic tendencies that will play along with the narcissist, but the narcissist wants like naive people. They call them flying monkeys, I believe. Like in the Wizard of Oz, the bad witch, the evil witch was, or should I say the wicked witch of the West, she had her flying monkeys, and she tells them to fly. You know, whenever she tells them to fly, they fly. And basically that right there is gang stalking. It's like the witch is the handler and the monkeys are the gang stalkers. It's kind of funny when you think about it, but it's true. And that's really how gang stalking works. It's like they're all like little puppies waiting to see what do I do? And the handler says, okay, go out here and harass these people in whatever way that the handler says it. It might not be so overt like that. Gang stalkers sometimes don't realize what they're doing, but most of the time they do know what they're doing. They're directed by these narcissistic creatures. And it's also very demonic, like the way that they are. It's not human at all. In fact, it's like they want to destroy everything that is human, everything that makes up a human being, you know, because they're destroying themselves. They know that their lives, they're so far gone, so to say. It's a very strange phenomenon, but this is what's going on, and they cannot. It's not that they can't get better, it's that they gave up trying to get better because they think they're so far gone, apparently. It's a very self-pitying type of thing, but then there's also narcissists that are very apathetic. It's mostly that they don't care, they don't really give a shit, but they also do a continuation, a loop, so to say, of self-pitying and self-loathing. I think that that's a more covert narcissistic trait. Yes, so beware of people that are going to try to steal your energy, your time, your money, and your well-being. Notice how you feel around certain people. Notice your thoughts. Like, try to monitor your own thoughts when you're around certain people, and what are you thinking, what do you want while you're with these people. Do you enjoy hanging out with them? Do they give you energy? Or do you feel like it's being taken away? And if so, try to limit that as much as possible, or cut these people off if it's very toxic. I'm not going to get into it too much, but there are people that can heal. If they're willing to change, they can do it, but they have to do it on their own will. Nobody can change anybody else. That is a fact for sure. And I know that going through all of this with people that were narcissistic in my life. And the more you distance yourself from people like this, the healthier you're going to be and feel. And the more energy we'll have to do the things that you love. And now I know with being a targeted individual, it's not that easy to, separate yourself. Some people's situations are so controlled that they can't get away from these narcissists. But like I said, try to limit your contact as much as possible, even if it's in your own mind. I know that sounds extreme, but like I said, who knows what, every targeted individual's story is. Everybody's story is different, or situation is different. And, something as simple as putting headphones on and trying to block that energy, or that energy, so that it's not in your environment. Even if it is close to you, try to create your own atmosphere, a peaceful atmosphere. And try to do things that bring you peace. Do things that you like to do. And also educate yourself, like I said, on this topic. This is kind of just a quick video. It's not really in depth at all. But yeah, maybe I can make a playlist and put up certain videos that I would recommend to watch, or people, like channels to watch, explaining narcissism and how to get people like that out of your life, and how to work on yourself and heal yourself. I think that would be a good idea to do that, so I can start working on that as well. Alright guys, thank you for listening. Bye-bye.